Hey everybody, this is Steven. You could call myself the KC Game. We are back to Doki Doki Literature Club Plus. Something really strange and new stuff, so I never seen that before. Like, we got a new side story for myself, but we got a new one apparently about evolve with male. I got one, it came from Ive Lester. It says only evolve with this. It says the topic is have a nice weekend. Not the one that found off the file things, which kind of really strange enough. It's like, oh no, it's not the same thing with Yuri, isn't it? But the thing I'm curious about, like, this stuff about, like, we collected so much data this week. I think the data, what they're referring to, I think it's something to do from the setting, is it? Like, data collected 59%. I'm not sure why something like, something to do for, like, data collecting stuff exactly. Whether it's something to do for, like, get more music and pictures from him, because there's tons of pictures. Like, it's hard to pick out from exactly, so there's maybe like tons that'll take a long time to make. Even there's some CGS cutscenes as well from, like, I'm pretty sure from the top it's gotta be from the main story. But there's probably still more down here. Maybe there's still some more side stories in here. I'm not sure it's more like 6 of the side stories, or it's like 6 parts of it. I don't know, there's no telling how long it lasts exactly. Including the secrets. Secrets sometimes just don't take like a random things. I'm not sure they're even like seeing that was the same before, or is it different? So there's no telling how long it lasts. But there's still like, even in some of the secrets, like it unlocks a special poem, something like that. Some of them is not actually a poem. Sometimes it's just like this weird just figure of manga. It's like all pixelated, this is just messed up, jumbled up or something. I don't think that won't count as well, or something like that. Or it cleaned about like the stare at that for if we give you a special message, which I should have done that. I mean, I did stare at it, but like nothing's happening. I should like wait for it or something like that. And also I got a nice picture from this came for the side stories, which is kind of like amazing side stories. I never thought for sure something interesting enough is going on. So yeah, I'm not sure what this collecting data stuff exactly. Where am I doing this? Like going to the main story, like hanging out girls more often, like hang out 3 of them to unlock the picture or something. And there might be more secrets, so it will take forever to try to finish it, like try and get like 100% or something. I'm more curious what will happen to get all 100%. So it'll take forever with all sorts of stuff that I deal with. So anyways, so going back to the main story, I'm still doing a lot of progressing deal with like trying to get like a true ending. Like if you hang out 3 girls all together before at the end of Act 1 when strange things gonna happen. So I'm kind of curious it's still going on here. So let's just continue back and we'll see how, if there's something might be triggered, whether like if there's a new side stories around here. If not, then we'll just keep on going onwards while progressing to it. So yeah, I think it's around here. Look at this one. I do not know, remember it is. I think the last time it had to do with Yuri, right? And also something strange enough, like if you pick one of those words, there's something like it's some kind of like a trigger, some kind of like no pictures comes up or something like that. Like for example, I did put Doki Doki, which is gonna get achievement for that. I put Halloween there, or horror. I think there's no Halloween there, or horror, something like that. It's something I got like a new picture, so it's really weird. Maybe like if I pick one of those words, maybe something might be triggered or something. So like if it's summer, maybe some kind of like a summer picture or something. So I click on that. Just want to make sure of it. Romance, and I still had to go do with like this stuff with Yuri, right? I'm just gonna make sure of it. Disoriented. Inferno Massacre. I'm not sure why I put it there. Disarray. You like that part. Variance. Like that. Extreme. I already put horror there. Maybe you like horror still, so I'll take that. And Eternity. Contamination. Is Journey to the Yuri stuff? Okay, I'm just making sure. Rat? You're like rat. And judgment. Uncontrollable. The spice? I should like something that was negative. What happened for Valentine's? Like, it's still about Valentine's Day, right? Did I already put Valentine's or something? I don't know. Intimidation and what an email was. Maybe it's like, no way. If I click on emails, it's gonna be like mail comes up or something. Who knows? Hey Yuri. Okay, this is one different. Eh? I suddenly noticed that Yuri's reading a different book from the one we've been reading together. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. No. I was kind of just waiting for you. If that's the case, why don't we go ahead and get started? Yes, let's. Man, you kinda gonna be excited. Actually, I have a request. Do you mind if I make some tea first? Well, of course, it always smells like tea still. Not at all. Thanks very much. If there's one thing that can make my reading time here any better, it's a nice cup of tea. Not to mention for yourself as well. And of course, you gotta pick it up, get the tea, or try and get everything ready. I'm not sure how they're able to do it, so, or the teachers do allow to have it. That's why I was walk with you. That's really strange. I'm like, she says something like, no, I can handle it by myself, so. Yeah, why not? Okay, that sounds really different. Shall we go then? Yeah. What are you two up to? Eh? We're just... Yuri was going to make some tea, so... I suddenly realized I would have sons to explain this to Monica. Why? It's not like Monica's gonna like plan to do something to us. We're just filling the water pitcher. Ah, okay. Sorry, I'm just a bit curious. That's gonna have one person job, isn't it? That's... Monica, please mind your own business for once. Or... do you want to tell me there's something wrong with helping involve Steven in club activities? Eh? Like, dude, what is wrong with you, Yuri? You're not supposed to say that. Mama gaps. Like, I suppose there's nothing wrong with that. Then let's go, Steven. Yuri quickly exited the room. I followed. But she feeling pressure, so once it told me, she suddenly pushed her forehead against the wall. Like she was embarrassed or feeling like out of the pressure or something. I spoke without thinking. How could I say something like that? Yuri, I just... Something about the way she said that. It made me feel so irritated. What's wrong with me? No, Yuri. I think you did the right thing. I was expecting it, but... It's also not right for Monica to judge people like that. Steven. Of course you bring out the sad music still. Nothing like from like the third part of it, like when we are together or something. Like crazy enough. How come even when I did something bad, you've been nice to me? Because nothing that you do is as bad as you make it seems in your head. Nobody's perfect. We have emotions. We can't always hide them away. But you always amplify things in your head. Your mind turns a light rain shower into a hurricane. No! Would you hate me for something as terrible as that? Why would I hate you? I can't hate someone for having emotions. What kind of friend would do that? Friend, you said? Yuri lifts her head. Steven, I really like being friends with you. Thanks, Yuri. I like being friends with you, too. I feel kind of awkward saying something like that. But I'm doing my best to help Yuri feel better. Anyway. Yeah. Shall we go? Yeah. Yuri and I walk to the nearest water fountain. I hope the water fountain is really pure. Because if you drink the water fountain, don't think it's gonna taste good, so... Once we fill up the water pitcher, we return to the classroom. Steven, do you like oolong tea? Yes, I like oolong tea, so you have to tell me for that. You set the temperature on the kettle to 200 degrees. like make it really warm. You do this properly, don't you? Of course. I shouldn't do any less when I'm making tea for others. Even not an expert tea or anything. In that case, you only been even more impressed. Perhaps I will. As I'm not. I'm just pretending to it. Just go along with it. Okay, I remember one time, like, if I give one the chocolate to Yuri, she's going to, like, freak out. Did I just... You looks at me like she needs to confirm what just happened. Okay, it still look different, so... like, the dialect is like that from Act 2, so... Steven... Sorry! I guess I shouldn't have done that. That's... Well... You were just helping. That's something that friends do. You sound still really nervous, Yuri. Right? I mean... Not really in this kind of context, but... Yeah? That's all it was. Yeah. Then... You don't need to stop or anything. I see. The situation's gotten really tense. Yuri's trying to return to the book. But I can tell just by her expression that even she can't focus now. My heart is pounding. I nervously take another chocolate between my fingers. But this time, Yuri's eyes meet mine. Does it mean like I want some of the chocolate as well? How did we even come to this? Yuri doesn't avert her gaze. I notice her chest rising and falling to the rhythm of her breaths. I raise my arm. Like before, Yuri parts her lips. But it's different this time. I take the chocolate and place it in her mouth. It's like Yuri knowing about it at all. I feel the hot bread on my fingers. Okay, everyone! Dang it, Monica. It's just when it comes in, came out of nowhere. Like when we do like weird, like romantic moments or something. Yuri jolts back. It's time to share poems! At least not anything but before, so like Yuri comes in like, we're going to share poems now. It's like, I hope not Labras is not gonna do anything messy around here. Whatever one call it. Steven, you can't Yuri put away the steed stuff, right? Yeah, of course. Okay, thanks. The spell is brutally broken. Wow, it casts a kind of like lustful spell. I'll take care of the cups. Yeah. He picks up the teacups from the floor. I pick a bag of chocolates. How many chocolates do you have? In the end, we hastily clean up without so much as word between us. I get the feeling this is something neither of us will have the courage to bring up. Like, we're not gonna speak what's happened between us. Well, whatever it is, so... I'll just say here. I'm going to share poems with Yuri, like always. Let's see what you've written for today. Yuri stares at the poem with a surprised expression on her face. Do you like it? Steven, this one might even be better than yesterday. How did you even pick up on this so quickly? Just yesterday I was telling you the kind of technique we're practicing. Yeah, you said that for that too, so... If it's... I know the poem's gonna really changes. Because unlike this Act 2, our poems was kind of like, all scribbly. And like, some of them from the end is all the breathing or something. The raccoon. This was different. It happened in the dead of night, while I was slicing bread for a guilty snack. My attention was caught by the scattering of a raccoon outside my window. That was, I believe, for the first time I noticed my strange tendency as an unordinary human. I gave the raccoon a piece of bread, as the conscious well aware of consequences. Well aware that the raccoon that is fed will always come back for more. The enticing beauty of my cutting knife was the symptom. The bread, my hungry curiosity. The raccoon, an urge. Okay, weird. The moon increments in space and reflects that much more light off of my cutting knife. The very same light that glistening in the eyes of my raccoon friend. I slice the bread fresh and soft. The raccoon becomes excited. Or perhaps I merely projected my emotions into the newly satisfying animal. The raccoon has taken to follow me. You could say that we got quite used to each other. Erica became hungry more and more frequently, so my bread is always handy. Every time I brandish my cutting knife, the raccoon shows me its excitement. A rush of blood. Classic Pavlovian conditioning. I slice the bread and feed myself again. Okay. But the other part is about of my cutting knife, because she always liked knives a lot, so yeah. I was a little more daring with this one than yesterday's. I can see that. It's a lot more metaphorical. I don't know if it's my fault, but I can't begin to imagine what this poem's about. That's right. It's a bit closer to my preferred writing style. Using the poem as a canvas to express vividly imagery and conveying emotions through them. Yeah, if I take it face value, then I can't even figure out what it's supposed to mean. Well, I think it's something that different people can relate to in their own way. I want to express the way it feels for me to indulge in my more unusual hobbies. It's those sort of things I'm usually forced to keep it to myself. So I sometimes enjoy writing about them. Why do you keep them to yourself? Because they're embarrassing. And people would make fun of me. Don't you have anything like that, Steven? Well, yeah, I guess I do. I feel like everyone has a little something like that. The best we can do is respect each other and our individualities. Even it's difficult sometimes, and some things make us uncomfortable. After all, if I hadn't learned to embrace my own weirdness, I would probably hate myself. I might be ranting a little bit now, but I'm glad that you're a good listener. You're good at a lot of things. Writing, listening. There really aren't many people like you, Steven. That's exaggerating a little bit. It's just how I feel. I never thought I would feel so comfortable sharing my writing. But now I almost feel like I look forward to it. It's just a really nice feeling. And you to thank for that. It's nothing really. Yuri smiles sincerely at me. For just a moment, her timidness seems to disappear. Well, it's something, so go with Sayori then. Okay, just make sure of it. The bottle's still the same. Next one is Natsuki. Well, I can admit it's better than the last one. And then to see that you're putting in some effort. That's good. But I still don't like this at all. I'm trying too hard to be serious. It seems Natsuki doesn't like the poem that I wrote about Yuri. Eh? What do you mean by that? Poems don't need to be all these sounding so express something. It's good to just silence your voice in it unless you really don't suck at it. Honestly, don't bother trying to write a poem like this until you're on Yuri's level. Natsuki stops short all of a sudden. Don't tell me. Eh? You're not trying to impress Yuri, are you? What are you talking about? Hey, keep your voice down. Man, Natsuki, you're just way off the chart. You know Yuri would love this kind of angsty. Just because she's talented writer doesn't mean I mean. Looks like I'm in trouble. I somehow struck a nerve. Thought what I did is beyond me. I'm so done with you. Natsuki shouts that poem I hand her back to overturn me. Take your stupid poem. If you want it for someone else, just don't show it to me. Ouch. This is what I get for letting a younger girl step into my business. Unless I was a mind reader, I was destined to be in the world of pain from the start. At least Natsuki wasn't really a girl I was trying to impress in the first place. So it's gonna be strange. Like, I get like the most of poems I wrote, but then, you know the weird things about that? In the files about poem words, like each of the poems, like some words comes with points. Like there was like if you pick the one word here, someone got like a most points. Like, for example, I think it's one with friends. What somebody likes the most, that earns like 3 points. However, there's some points you're like familiar with. either ones with Sayori's points or Yuri's points or Natsuki's points. Like, if our friends, let's get Sayori's 3 points. But on the other hand, one of them is gonna have like 1 or 2 points. Like whoever got like the highest, like gets the be most of it. But if someone's the lowest, like no one's going to interest with. I think that's mostly kind of secret, is it? I think so. So, but except for Monica, I'm not sure why. She's more like a neutral one, so. Oh, it still looks the same. Have you found any inspiration Yuri's writing stuff? Yeah, I don't know. But it won't matter. Okay, let's get the fast. Even the poem there. Not even a chance to read it, but it's still the same, so. And of course, we're gonna get skipped again. Because we do some recitement, doing some festivals, so. This is about like, who will you walk home with? I'm on Yuri's side, so let's go put this one in. Walking home with Yuri? Huh. What is the thought of them make my heart pound? I mean, given how hard it is for her to socialize, I would feel awful turning her down, so. Isn't she so beautiful and smart? That has nothing to do with what I just said. You admitted it! Jeez, there's not even any point in speculating something that's never going to happen. Well, maybe. But I just like to think about it. It's not long before you won't need me anymore, you know? Need you? Sayori, I can't figure out how you're seeing things in your head right now. Sorry. Everyone is different. Nobody in the club is a replacement for you. If you say so. The conversation trays off. I'm not left feeling awkward. It was kind of her fault for chopping me with such a weird question. I can't just lie to her, but if there's something that makes her happy, I would hate to take that away from her. That's why I say there's no point in speculating. Then again, the festival was only a few days away. I wonder what happened in that time. That's really strange why Sayori asked that question. So anyways, let's see if something changes. Well, we got one, and we got another mail again. We have voter side story, and this one's from December 8, 2019. That's from before, from Ivor Lester's mail comes up. What's this about? What's me called side stories? Thank you to everyone who worked so hard on the control simulation. I can imagine how tedious it must have been to so delicately hide Monica's evaluated permissions from her without disrupting the connection to the VM. Just to clarify, all of our recordings labeled side stories are part of the control simulation, right? I'm noticing some details of the characters' lives here, and they are that different of a little bit from those in VM1. VM1, is it referring to from the first game? Like actual main game itself. Even trivial ones. It is part of the butterfly effect from some of the Monica's more fundamental changes, or is it a result of her just messing around with other characters in VM1 as her own expand for fun? So does people know that Monica's the one that messed up the whole game and everything? It's like they're always curious about like what Monica's been up to exactly. Are they like watching it or something? So if I keep tracking, we have what? Like 5 different universes in total? With 3 or 4 of them created and then destroyed by Monica, of course. It's funny because I keep wanting to speculate on which one is the real universe. But in reality, they all are. As real as ours is, anyway. Ria Virtual System Administrator. So Ria Virtual is actually like the one in charge of it. So more curious, like 5 different universes in total? Are there just more than one? Like, it's sometimes like alternate the story, so like when one of the characters wasn't here because the file was gone, next thing you know they decided to resort it. But Monica, on the other hand, they're trying to like mess with it, so they decided to delete it, and now they just alter herself. So yeah, but VM1 is trying to like from the main game, from like what this all about exactly. Like VM or like stands for like virtual machine. So I'm not sure what's the purpose of all this. And recording label side stories are part of the control simulation. So it might be like is involved with like something from the main game was it? But then the description says that like it's like unrelated from the main story, which kind of really strange enough. But it might be something involved with like what experiment on for all the 4 girls exactly. So there's no telling what's going to happen. Let me see if there's more pictures. There's a poem here above with Yuri, and there's a picture from Yuri's. I brought a sucker film for that. No promos, nothing. I was up as kind of like a secret message or something. So, and how many datas I got so far? 61%. What this new title is called? Balance. Oh. So it was based on like 6 stories then. So now this involved with Sayori and Natsuki. No, I'd like to see what this story is about exactly. So, since it's a side story, so we're just straight into it. Okay, this one different new music. Natsuki! While Natsuki is messing with the orientation of a manga in the closet shelves, Sayori approaches from behind and pulls her into an embrace. What? Hi. Hi. Oh, just like calling her name. So like, look, it's kind of like references from Family Guy. I watched Family Guy myself back then. It's like, I think Stewie, the one with like the baby that talks, it'll call her saying like, "Mom, Mommy, Ma." And then Lois is sound like, "What?" I said, "Hi," and then ran off. So. The literature has been in full swing since Natsuki joined. So it's been around the time after... I cannot know. Is it Respect? I think? I don't know. I can't remember what's it called. Including her, the club is now comprised of 4 members. Sayori, Natsuki, Yuri, and Monica. Each club member have received a day in the spotlight to share all of their favorite kinds of literature with each other. Natsuki was first to share her passion for manga. Then Sayori shared her love for poetry, as well as how she goes about writing herself. Manga, who has multiple literary interests, decided to focus on her day on short stories. I mean, I remember back then from the other side story, like Monica's reading been manga, her manga, Natsuki's mangas, on her back or something. Like she's sort of curious to know, like she just read through all over stuff and everything. And finally, Yui managed to demonstrate perception with fencing, with a little help and encouragement for Sayori. After the week has spent on their presentation, Maka decided to give the club members this next week to freely explore each other's literary interests. Sayori, having spent most of her time in the club so far with Yui's fantasy books, it's rather exciting to begin her journey into Natsuki's manga collection. I want to read with you today. Tell me which one I should pick. Well, it depends on the kind of stuff you like. I mean, there's like romance, drama, comedy, mystery. I like all of those things. Sayori reaches out and pulls a random book from the shelf and inspects the cover. Shouldn't this girl be wearing more clothes? Not this part. If you've heard that like weird books is like something gruesome, I don't think not. You wouldn't like that one. Natsuki, why do you have that one? In the panic, Natsuki snatched the book from Sayori's hand, then replaced it on the shelf in a less conspicuous location. Okay, well, if you really have no preference, let's just start with something that's easy to get to. A lot of these don't start to get really good until like a few volumes in, and I wouldn't ask someone to make that kind of commitment unless they're already really into manga. I can handle it. I did it with Yuri's book at least. Yeah, you did one time, but Yuri's is like, it wasn't right at all. Until it happened, just like, just having a mental issue, so. Well, I'm more concerned than that. Although I'm kinda impressed by your attention span, if you put that much effort into her books. No, I had attention span of a donut. Really? You a span of a donut? Where do you have breakfast, Sayori?
But I love my friends, and I could do anything if it's for them. Well, okay then. Let's pick you something that even donuts can read. I didn't say I was a donut. I was just an attention span of 1.
But you said that. You said attention span of donuts.
Aw, were you just trying to call me sweet? You're so cute. No? How'd you get to that conclusion?
Because that's how you are. You're cute. That's why everyone calls you that.
Don't call me that. A donut? Cute. How come?
I just don't like it. I don't need a reason. Natsuki yanks a book from the shelf and closes the closet doors.
If someone asks you to stop, you just need to stop. Please, people need to realize that. I'm sorry. I really didn't mean to hurt you.
Nah, sorry. It wasn't you. Natsuki shakes her head while pulling a second chair over to her desk. I was talking about something else. I didn't mean to get angry all of a sudden. Natsuki averts her gaze and mumbles.
You like a nice person, so I wasn't talking about you. I still learned a valuable lesson.
Sayori speaks softly as well, feeling shy after receiving the unexpected compliment.
Well, anyway, here's the book, so just start it whenever you feel like it. What's it about? Well, it's like a comedy, and there's romance too, obviously.
Sayori looks at the title. It's called Love is Not a Word for Luck. And not a boyfriend girl.
It's about a girl who keeps accidentally running into the same guys, then you find out well, you should just read it.
Yeah, don't spoil it.
But you have to tell me what you think. I can already guess who you're gonna ship yourself with. It would be so funny if I'm right.
I'm not sure if anyone's that. Because everybody else is doing a lot of shipping recently. From which game you've seen, if you like the character that much, if you see one of those two characters that like each other, they'd rather ship them. For me, I'm not that kind of interesting person who do shipping a lot, so I just go along with it. So what can you do?
Ship? I don't get it.
Sayori, you don't even know what shipping works?
Never mind. Let's not worry about that yet. Just make sure you tell me what you think. Oh, okay. I'll start then. Hey, maybe tomorrow we can do poetry too. Oh,
it was really strange. We never had poem for the last two side stories.
Yeah, I guess. But don't you want to finish this first? Yeah, but we can do both. I mean, unless you don't like poetry, that won't make you do anything. Or anything. No, it just... Well, never mind. We can worry about it tomorrow.
At the club meeting ends and Natsuki and Yuri leave, Maka strike up a conversation with Sayori.
I see you got Natsuki to share some of her manga with you. I really want to become better friends with her. She's so enthusiastic and expressive. I could just listen to her talk. She's so I'm not sure if she meant I can't say that to her. Or if I just can't say it all.
You're about to say cute.
Say what? Nothing! I'm a woman of respect! But Natsuki is a woman of cute. Oh, I said it.
You actually said it cute. Nice work, Sayori.
What's so bad about that? I don't know. But you know, there's one thing I'm kinda worried about. Sometimes I'm afraid that Natsuki actually doesn't like me very much. Huh? That's ridiculous. How come you feel that way? Well, I mean... Just little signs like how she only says hi to me after I say hi to her first. And it feels like she only gets excited to talk to me when it's about manga and other stuff she's like. She just seems dismissive a lot. She was like that when I brought my poetry. Yeah, but that doesn't mean she doesn't like you. She probably just shy, you know? Maybe. My stupid head is just making me worry for no reason. It's like to do that. It's okay. Try not to worry so much. Everything will be great. but you can always talk to me about any concern that you have. I'm here to help. You're the best!
Sayori gives Monica a quick hug.
Well, I'm gonna keep trying to because I love her and I wanna get closer to her. You got this.
I hope so. You better not mess things up. Hope you remember to read her manga. At the next club meeting starts, Sayori is the last one in the as usual. Trotting into the room, she sees Natsuki sitting alone by the closet, reading what must be manga. With a decision, Sayori pulls up a chair and places herself down right next to Natsuki.
Hello there! Hi. What you reading? Can I read it with you?
Natsuki pulls a book away from Sayori. It's just not interested.
You can't just start in the middle. There are spoilers! Besides, what about the one I gave you yesterday? Sorry, I was just curious. Well, anyway, I've been waiting forever for this volume to come out. It just came out yesterday, so... Oh, that's exciting! Well, I'll let you read it then. Can I sit next to you, Del?
Sure. Sayori plops herself down next to Natsuki, then pulls out a blank sheet of paper. Natsuki reads in silence, save for a periodic flutter of page being released from beneath her thumb. For Sayori's side, only the light tapping noise of a pen beating the paper can be heard. Is she trying to write something? Time passes. Sayori papers is filled with scribbles, and the margin is lined with stick figures. You just drawing it, that's all it is. Natsuki let out a deep sigh and close the book.
Did you finish? No, but it's a good stopping point. My head is swimming. I need a break.
How long have you been reading? Natsuki stretch her arms.
Aren't you bored? No, I was writing. Oh, I saw the stick figures and thought you were just bored. I just draw those when I'm thinking or waiting for inspiration. I make friends with them all. This one's sad because she thinks the night sky is pretty, but she can't look up at the stars in public without everyone thinking she's sweeter. And this one has problem with his back, but the doctors can't figure out what's wrong with him. What the heck? You're the weirdo. Wanna read a poem I'm working on?
Sure, I guess. So I sent the paper over to Natsuki. As Natsuki reads through the poem, she furrows her eyebrow. Can I see it? I want to see what Sayori wrote. She slides paper back to over Sayori.
Don't you ever feel weird just sharing all of your thoughts and feelings like that? I mean, your poems are really emotional. Is that bad? Well, no. It was just an observation. I think people can get closer to each other if they find ways of expressing their feelings. Well,
Natsuki begins to protest, but she can't find a good way of putting her thoughts into words.
doesn't that depend more of the kinds of friends you have? I don't know. To each of their own, but I never met anyone I feel comfortable sharing my poems with. Not that it's you, it's just how I am, so... You write poems? You never told me that. I just thought you wrote other stuff. Yeah, that too, but... You should... I mean, would you ever want to share? Like I said, I don't do that. But... Can we talk about something else? I'm sorry. It's not your fault. It just makes me uncomfortable. I can't help it. Still, I'm sorry. It's fine. Well, let's move on to something that makes us both happy.
This can be awkward. I mean, back then, we were happy to each other. Until it happens when Sayori trying to hang out Natsuki, things not great.
I should continue the book you gave me, since I didn't get very far yet.
Sure. So just reading together. Over the next few days, Sayori begins each club meeting by approaching Natsuki with unwavering enthusiasm.
It's Natsuki! Natsuki!
Oh my god, so that's every day. That's what happened when Sayori just greet Natsuki then.
Hi, Natsuki!
At the end of one club meeting, Maka has become rather invested in Sayori's friendship mission, so to Inokasha's conversation with Natsuki while she packs up.
It's good that you've been finding time to spend with Sayori. She was pretty excited for the chance to read manga with you.
Yeah.
I'm sure you've been enjoying the chance to share too, right?
Yeah, mostly.
Hmm?
Natsuki glances over her shoulder, but doesn't reply further.
What's on your mind? Nothing. I don't talk about people behind their backs.
You better not be gossiping about Sayori.
Oh.
Natsuki falls silent, but she just visits instead of getting back to what she was doing, as though she wants to say more.
It's okay to share your feelings. That's different from talking about someone behind their back. I guess. I just hate when people talk about me behind my back. So, I'm better than to do it to others.
Maka shared a bright smile.
You really consider it? Thanks. I guess, but it doesn't really feel like it. You can trust me.
Natsuki stands in silence for a moment, still vigilant.
I just feel smothered sometimes. I'm not used to someone being like all over me right after we meet. I mean, it's fun to hang out with her, but I just have no control over the pace.
I didn't mean that.
I can't just meet someone and instantly become best friends with them and like share everything about myself. That's not how it works. I just want to chill out sometimes. Oh, I didn't realize that was happening. It's fine. What would you have? I know. I just feel bad about it. I know Sayori, so I should have realized.
Maka navigates through her tinge of guilt, which was surfaced mainly due to her being the one who previously encouraged Sayori's behavior. Despite not knowing the situation, Monica can't help but feel a little responsible.
Do you want me to talk to her about it? No, I wouldn't like that. Well, I could. I don't know. I could like divert her into another club activity for you or something. No way! That would be so underhanded and mean. Sorry, I didn't think that one though. Drew. Besides, just because I complain about it doesn't mean I'm asking for someone to solve my problems for me. True. I'm sorry. I guess I just instinctively want to try to solve problems, even if I hadn't been invited to. It's fine. I will talk to Sayori about it, but it will make things really weird between us. I feel like it would make her just constantly be afraid that she's bothering me. I don't know how to just keep things natural. Well, I think if you do a good job expressing all of your feelings, she would totally understand. Sayori needs to be the best she can be for other people. I think she would actually be happy that you want to improve your friendship with her. Maybe. It just feels so dumb talking to someone about how to be friends with them. It's just weird and not cool.
Maka shrugs.
It's a literature club.
Then she mumbles through a stifled laugh.
It's not the cool club. Hey! Sorry, that just tickled me for some reason. Look, I know that you're kind of in a tough spot, and that it's hard for you to really express yourself. But you really demonstrate to me that you're great at self-reflection and critical thinking, even if it doesn't feel like it's to you. I think that's the most important part of being able to navigate through these things. So I believe that you'll find the right thing to do. Well,
Natsuki instinctively starts to reject the compliment, but she can't find any excuse to do so.
Thanks.
Natsuki gathers her things. Then she finishes her thought in mumble.
And I'm still glad I joined the club, even if it's weird sometimes.
Maka smiles, but Natsuki turns her back and walks away before waiting for a reply. It was an unusual way for Natsuki to express her appreciation. Maka knew what she meant. It made Monica feel like everything really was going to be okay. Huh. Interesting enough. But I guess Natsuki is like having a hard time with Sayori a lot. Is that what she has having to deal with? This one is it? Yeah, this must be it then. I heard those weird goofy music. But that's really interesting. Okay. I want to know, recall like which one of like its other two parts of it. That's so referring to understand and respect. So, oh god, I'm burping myself. I'm not sure why it comes with two parts exactly. Why can't it like being as one together? Because it's strange. So anyway, let's go for part 2 then. Hopefully we'll get this up to be long. It's lunchtime. Sayori, who usually buys her lunch, is making her way to the cafeteria like any other day. The clamor and bustle of the students is drowned by Sayori's implacable skill of zoning out. However, her imagination is momentarily interrupted by the glimpse of familiar pink-haired girl.
Hey, that's Natsuki! I never run into the other club members around the school. Natsuki!
Of course you're gonna do that same thing all over again. Sayori stands on tiptoes and waves. Natsuki, who is busy walking and chatting with her friends, doesn't notice Sayori first. Then she glances over in Sayori's direction. Sayori waves enthusiastically. And Natsuki is like, oh no, not her! Finding her friend, Natsuki quickly ducks around the corner. It's like, run away, where you kid.
Hey! She definitely saw me!
Maybe she don't want to talk about it. Monaco's the first to arrive to the club meeting, then Natsuki. Sayori, having glanced through the window to see Natsuki already inside, is unable to work up enough courage to enter.
Natsuki being so distant with me. I was so stupid to think that she ever wanted to be friends. She only got excited because she got to share her manga. But aside from that, she doesn't even like me. I should just go home today.
Oh, I forgot Yuri was there.
Sorry, but do you plan on going inside? No! Why? I'm sulking! Oh? Well, I'm sorry for bothering you. Excuse me. No! Don't leave me! Oh. I'll stay here then. I don't want to go in. I'm afraid of bothering Natsuki. I saw her at lunch today, so I waved and called out to her. But instead of saying hi, she just went away from me. Really? Not bad.
Really, Yuri? Dang, you're really dark.
Hey! Sorry, I'm sorry. That was a joke. It's just sounds like something stupid that I would do from anxiety. From anxiety? Well, I just don't like attention being drawn to myself. Oh. Well, that makes sense based on the person you are. But Natsuki isn't shy like that at all.
Like, to me to do that, keep clicking right click.
I think we were friends. It feels like every day she's just trying to distance myself more instead of getting closer. It makes me feel like she was only spending time with me during the club because I was reading manga. But she doesn't actually want to be friends with me. Well, I feel like I'm missing a lot of context here.
Yeah, it's like you were paying attention with books and everything. You didn't hear anything about between Natsuki and Sayori.
Was she in the middle of anything when you approached her? No, she was just walking with her friends. With her friends?
You paused for a moment.
How did I put this? Sayori, you're very fond of your friends, right? You always want to spend time with them. Of course! I don't think there's anything more important to me. I mean, the best part of my day are always with my friends. Besides that, I really hate being alone, so... You hate being alone?
Sayori nods.
We're very different people. I cherish my time alone. I wouldn't trade it for anything. So I think... Well, if I was trying to have alone time, it was being threatened with an interruption, then... It just would not make me very happy. Yeah, but that doesn't have to do with Natsuki. She was already with her friends, not trying to be alone or anything.
No, I think it's similar. Well, we're all friends in the club, but we have our own lives outside of the club as well. If you think about it, making new friends isn't some casual occurrence that happens on a daily basis. A friendship is an invitation to intertwine your lives together. But the capacity at which each person is ready to do that might be different. There's friends who just like to have fun together, and others who talk every day and share every detail of their lives with each other. I think when establishing friendship, it's important to consider the comfort level of the other person. I mean, we don't really know much about Natsuki's life outside of the club. It could be that she simply needs to make friends at her own pace, rather than jump headfirst into a new commitment.
But that means I really was bothering her? I just really want to be good friends with her, so I treated her like one. Was I actually hurting her?
I don't know. I'm sorry. My insight was really only based on what I understand about my own needs. And Natsuki and I are completely different, so...
Why are you so selfish? Even though all it's true, then it still means I hurt her. I think I messed up. Yuri, with you, I think I was really careful to understand your needs when I was becoming friends with you. But I wasn't careful at all with Natsuki because she already seemed really social. I just took control of everything instead of looking for the right balance. Now I hurt her, and she doesn't want to talk to me. How could I let myself do this?
Sayori? I think that... Well, there was one time you told me something about the way I saw things in my head being different from reality. It's easy to automatically jump to the worst case scenario, but I think it's more likely that Natsuki doesn't harbor any ill feelings towards you. So I think, if we were to realistically consider the situation and how it would cause someone to feel, I'm bad at this. I'm sorry. You're a lot better than me at things like comforting and reassuring people. Suddenly, Sayori gives Yuri a gentle hug. It's like no care at all. They just be happy.
Yeah, best Yuri. I'm sorry for burning you with this. You're trying so hard for me. You're such a sweetheart.
It's not a burden. I enjoy listening to others, and my friend deserves happiness. Sayori beams.
Well, I think I'm gonna get Natsuki some space. She should do what she wants. And if she does still want to be friends, then I'll let her needs. And I'll match her boundaries. Yeah, I'm sure that's what's best.
Wait, is that what it is? Okay, just want to make sure of it.
I wish I didn't feel so awful and guilty. It makes me feel desperate. Feel like I need to make up to her by trying to make her happy. But that's not what she needs. I just have to tell myself that. It hurts, but I guess it means I still need to grow. I really want to grow as a person. If it's to be better for my friends, I want that.
That's very mature of you, Sayori.
I'm mature.
Sai hops up, down on her toes. So, does that mean you'll be going home after all? Sayori shakes her head.
I need to be here to show her that I respect her space. I'll just be in the club by myself today.
Yuri nods in understanding.
You could go in first.
Okay. You're blocking the door.
Oh.
That's because you were just looking at the window. So I step aside.
By the way,
before Yuri enters the clubroom, Sayori interjects.
You said that you and Natsuki are completely different. But I don't really think that's true. I think you're actually really similar in a lot of ways.
Yuri smiles and shakes her head. Sayori, that's absurd. You're very silly sometimes. Yuri turns to enter the clubroom. At the moment, Sayori follows. I wonder how that turns out. The club room is quiet. When Sayori walks in, Natsuki glances in her direction. Sayori smiles and gives Natsuki a quick wave before sitting down across the room. Your face is already buried in book. Sayori decided it's best to continue the manga she was reading, so she pulls out. However, it looks like Natsuki isn't reading today. Why? She's not really into it? She has a sheet of paper in front of her and is tapping pen against her desk, staring at it. Is she doing the same thing when Sayori does?
Oh? Are we ready today?
Manaka speaks in a quiet voice, unwilling to disturb the peace of the club room. She kneels down at Natsuki's desk.
Hey!
Natsuki pulls the sheet closer to her and covers it with her arms.
Sorry, I didn't mean to peek. Whatever. I just wanted to see how everything was going.
It's fine. Natsuki replies dismissively. She glances over to Sayori, who is focused on the manga. Manga follows Natsuki's gaze.
I think she's mad at me. How come? I'm busy right now. Ask me later.
Manga falls silent. Natsuki looks back down at her paper. She inches away, hand away from the top margin, aligned to Manaka's C. It says, "To Sayori." Oh, is she gonna write a letter or something? Understanding, Manaka smiles. She places a hand on Natsuki's shoulder and whispers softly.
I'm proud of you.
Natsuki looks away, but makes no motion to remove Manaka's hand. Manaka gives Natsuki's shoulder a quick squeeze before standing back up and pulling away. I wonder what Natsuki is trying to write. The end of the club meeting passes. Yuri has already departed. So has Manaka after checking on Sayori and Natsuki to ensure they wouldn't stay too late. Sayori was determined to finish a manga volume before heading out, since the end was approaching. However, when Natsuki also staying late for an unknown reason, a silent tension hangs in the air. At the finished volume, Sayori brings it to the closet to put it away. She slides it back onto the shelf while Natsuki watches. Then, Natsuki gets up and pulls it back out in order to return to its proper location.
Sorry. I didn't know where it's supposed to go.
It's fine. The two fall silent again, avoiding eye contact. They both look like they're about to say something, but neither can break the silence. A moment passes.
Well, I'll be on my way. See you tomorrow.
Sayori turns away to hide her pained expression, then walks away from the closet. If there was any proof Natsuki no longer wants to be friends, this was it. Defeated, Sayori carries herself out of the classroom. Once in the hallway, Sayori takes a deep breath and heads her palm against her cheeks to clear her head a little. I don't think it's like a bad thing, is it? Suddenly, Natsuki's timid voice calls from behind.
Natsuki?
Startled, Sayori turns back around to face Natsuki. Oh, that's an interesting picture. It looks like Natsuki's had a paper on her hand. It's already strange in that this is a new image I've seen before. Isn't it the same music from the first side stories then? Natsuki fidgets and anxiously continues with a shaking voice.
I have a lot of things to say. Me too. But you go first.
Natsuki bites her lips and can't stay still.
Well,
First of all, she cuts herself short, struggling to continue. Trying to force her words out, she stamps her foot and hops up and down a little.
I'm sorry for the thing I did at lunch. I'm sorry for just being kind of mean lately. It's really hard for me to I'm not good with things that make me uncomfortable. Especially when it comes to like feelings and stuff.
Natsuki, you're just feeling blushed. You're still pretty cute, even though you don't like cute things.
So,
Face burning, Natsuki calms up again. Instead of continuing, she simply holds up a sheet of paper for Sayori to take. Oh, the best place in the world. I love my bedroom. It's full of bright colors and soft themes. The sunlight shines in, it makes everything sparkle. It's the best place in the world. It has all my treasures, all my books, my collections, my memories. All of my dreams were born in this room. It's the best place in the world. It has all my secrets, all my failures, my fears, my feelings. Sometimes I feel so fragile that the door will break at the slightest touch. But it's still the best place in the world. It's already strange at the end to say the best place in the world. It kind of feels like some kind of song lyric or something. There's no more to it. I think it's around here, right? Yeah. But when someone knocks, I get scared. I brace my arms against the loose hinge. Please don't break. Don't come in. I'm not ready. It's my best place in the world. The knocking won't stop. I block the door with furniture, and I peek through the keyhole in a panic. I'm trapped in the best place in the world. I'm not ready to share my favorite place. I need to clean my secrets and make my bed to hide my nightmare. I need to touch them, to put them away, to see them again. I have so much to do and I'm scared. I'm not ready. But still my favorite place. I still want to share it, however long it takes. If you wait patiently, I'll eventually open the door, and I'll show you the best place in the world. Ah, Natsuki. That was like the amazing poem of all. And it makes me feel like I'm gonna cry.
It's a poem. But I thought, well, I stuck it up so that I could work things out with you. So just be happy about it. Please.
Sayori smiles deeply from the bottom of her heart. That's so very nice. And you see like the little details of the hallway what it looked like. Even there's something on a board. And one with a weird wing there. We're gonna not sure what it is.
I'm happier than I could express. I feel so awful, but I'm so happy that you would do this for me. I actually realized before the club meeting today that I made a mistake. I got so caught up in the chance to get closer to you that I forgot to think about what you wanted. And that we probably have different ways we have like to make friends. About like the friendship stuff. I mean, it's okay. I understand. So you don't have to force yourself to talk about it. Your poem did a good job. So don't force yourself if you're not ready yet, okay?
Natsuki nods.
You don't have to feel like you did anything wrong. It was my fault, and I'm sorry. I wasn't mad at you today, or anything like that. I actually felt really guilty and want to give you space. I was thinking it's silly that I just approach you all the time, and that I should just let you approach me when you want to. Just whatever makes you comfortable, I respect that from you. From now on. Now, friendship should always start with those things. With the right balance.
Natsuki nods again.
One thing about that. Well, I don't want to have to approach you all the time either. I just want it to be balanced, like you said.
Sayori nods.
I understand. Well, we'll make sure of that together then. Well, anyways.
At those sad moments, no, got really good music. Then the two of them have found common ground. Natsuki finds it easier to speak more freely again.
I'm not gonna be like, share my poems all the time now, or anything like that. But, I guess it wouldn't hurt to do it once in a while. Only the best ones! So you better like them, because otherwise I might change my mind. I like anything you do, Natsuki. I was just saying. More importantly, I have to tell you about my best... I'll have to tell you about my new boyfriend.
Why about you say my new boyfriend?
Huh? Oh, from the manga!
Oh, you're referring to that manga person. I mean, like, Natsuki thought for like, wait, you have a girlfriend? Like, from real life. I was like, oh wait, you referred to the manga. So like, oh, never mind. Oh, well, just all draw me out of a tunnel or something.
Wait, I need to guess who it is. You definitely will be able to guess.
The two walked down the hallway together.
Oh my god, we had so much to talk about. Darn, I should just told you to say the last 2 chapters so I could see your reaction to the big reveal. Ah, you want to join it with me? That's so cute.
Oh, shush. At least they've been best friends. That's kind of nice. That's really nice. We got another picture here. Finished I started balance 2. That's cool. And there's one with Natsuki. Evolve balance? Strange. Oh, look at this weird picture. They've got like, she has her own phone to take a selfies. Strange. I also noticed about the Monica picture, she has her own coffee as well. I mean, of course, she liked coffee, so I did not know that details and everything. And there's a new poem there from the side stories. And is there more? Jeez, we're so getting close to like getting them all collected. And there's another picture there, that's totally amazing picture there. That's kind of nice. Is there any new one here? No? Okay, that's all of it then. Nah, this never gets old. But this is totally amazing. Very cute, as Sayori says. But anyways, I think we're getting close to it. I'm not sure if we get more side stories yet. This is only like 2 more left. But I'm not sure because there's pictures only like 3 left. So maybe if I complete all the side stories, maybe I get like a different endings. I don't know. There's no telling how well we can do exactly. But it looks like it'll take a long time to make. But interesting now about the mail thing is something different like the project things. Even something involved with manga as well. Which sounds to be strange because it's something different like if I collect a lot of data or something different like do some kind of side stories or something or whatever. But there's no telling what happened. I'm more curious like why the mail has like popped out of it. It says from like from one of those files. It's something to do from like it stays offline. So it's mostly like recover some kind of data or something. I don't know. But anyways, I will come back again for tomorrow. Since I'm not sure it's gonna be like a really long time or something like that. But that interesting enough, I really like it. But thing is, I really like those two very much. I love Sayori and Natsuki a lot. I mean, Sayori says that like our best friends and everything. Natsuki only likes something that is cute things, and she always like read manga a lot. But what can you tell? So, anyways, that's pretty much it for Doki Doki Literature Club Plus. In this video, hit the like button too. Light them up! And watch the videos or check out, you will go subscribe. Until then, I'll see you guys next time. Laters!
We do not live by your rules. Dirty